Hey everybody, my name is Brandon Scott and welcome to the Fandom Pastor, which can be found on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, or podcast. The Fandom Pastor is for all of us who love our fandoms and our faith. Fandoms are anything that somebody has a deep love for. Harry Potter, Broadway musicals, cult films, to name just a few. Join the Fandom Pastor as we see how God is connected to it all. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey all, this is Pastor Brandon with our next episode of the Fandom Pastor. Uh, Welcome back to the year of 2022. Hopefully it'll be a better one than the last couple, that's for sure. So this week we start a whole new series on the Rogue Gallery, the bad guys of the Batman comic series. Now we're talking about the comic books. We're not talking about the movies or the TV shows or anything like that. Even though a lot of these characters do debut on the cartoons and movies and such like that, we're going to really concentrate just on usually the beginning of these characters. So I wanted to start out with a bang, kind of. We're going to start with a guy who is credited as the only ones who have broke the bat. The character is Bane. He debuted in January of '93, and he was really brought in to really break the bat. So he came about in the kind of his own series at first, but then was brought into Batman for specifically the Nightfall series. Bane release, releases a bunch of villains from Arkham Asylum, which is the insane asylum in Gotham where Batman lived, and this is where a lot of his big enemies were at. You have Two-Face and Joker and all those guys. And so he releases all of these criminals to weaken Batman in every way, to run him down, to really just do everything he can to bring him Batman to his knees. This character of Bane can match Batman in strength and intelligence, and he actually breaks Batman's back in Batman number 497. I personally have two copies of this series, the special edition and the original. Um, I have the whole series of Nightfall and Night Quest and Night's End and all of those associated with it. But one of the issues that Batman has, especially we see it in this series, is he tries to go it all alone. Uh, Nightwing, uh, who was Robin previously, and then Robin, and then Alfred, and Commissioner Gordon, and all of these people that Batman had worked with before, he kind of shoves them to the side. He says, I can do it on my own, and that's where we cause problems for ourselves when we try to do it all on our own. When we try to, do it in a way that we are in charge, the way that we are kind of running the show. And Batman tries to kind of run under his own understanding, his own strength, tried to forge his own path, and he really kind of messes up. It reminds me of Proverbs 3, 5 to 6. I'm sure you all know this one. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. And that's what kind of one of the problems is that, um, you know, Batman was trying to lean on his own understanding, and he failed. He caused all sorts of problems. There's a number of issues that happen after his back is broken. He, of course, becomes Batman eventually again, but there was a lot of problems. And if he had simply relied, um, when we look at scripture, of course, we're saying rely on God, but if he had not relied on his own understanding, his own concept of what he should do, um, things would not have gone down this path, and yet he does just that. And although we don't get our backs broken, let's be honest, we do this ourselves. We lean on our own understanding, our own concept of what we can and cannot do. We have to understand that our own human strength, our own willpower is limited, but God's power is limitless. When we're operating in our own strength, we're always going to burn out. And that's exactly what happens to Batman. He gets burnt out fighting all of these other demons or issues that are symbolized by his enemies. And then when the big battle comes before him through Bane, that's when he falls. That's when he fails. And so we have to rely on God. We have to rely on those God puts around us, our friends, our family, so that we can truly, truly be what we need to be. So, here's my clue for next time. Next time, we're going to continue the Rogue Gallery series for Batman comic series, and this character is quite the enigma. Thanks, and hope to see you next time.